You didn't plan it, but it happened. That one glance, that moment of temptation, and suddenly you're caught in a struggle you never expected. Guilt hits you like a wave, and you wonder if God can still hear your prayers, if He still sees you as worthy of His love. You feel trapped, as if you've slipped into something too deep to escape. If that sounds like you, this message is for you. Don't click away just yet, because God has not abandoned you. In fact, He is waiting for you to come back and reclaim your freedom. Lust is something we all struggle with, whether we admit it or not. It's a desire that sneaks in when we least expect it, and when we give in, it controls us in ways we never imagined. Maybe it's a feeling that creeps in when you're alone, or it's a temptation that pulls you into a world of fantasy and lies. And once you're caught, it's hard to shake off. But the truth is, it doesn't have to control you. God is offering freedom, and He's ready to break those chains if you let Him. Let's look at 5 signs that lust might be controlling you and what to do about each one. 1. You're obsessed with your desires. Lust begins as a simple thought, a fleeting idea, but before you know it, it becomes all-consuming. Your mind is constantly distracted by these desires, and it seems like you can't focus on anything else. Whether it's a person, an image, or a fantasy, these thoughts invade your peace and take over your life. You find yourself planning your next encounter, replaying moments in your head, and wishing for more. It's a constant battle to get back control of your thoughts. Here's how you can start fighting back. In 2 Corinthians 10:5, we are told to take every thought captive to obey Christ. This means that you don't have to let your mind run wild with these intrusive desires. You can choose to focus on God, on His Word, on His truth. Each time those thoughts try to creep in, replace them with Scripture. Speak out loud, "God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." 2 Timothy 1:7. Shift your focus from the lie of lust to the truth of God's love. 2. You're losing connection with reality. Lust isn't just a physical craving, it distorts your reality. When you're caught up in this cycle, your vision of what's real and what's healthy becomes clouded. You start to view relationships through the lens of objectification, not connection. The truth is, lust leaves you empty. It may seem to promise satisfaction, but it only deepens the hole within you. Instead of finding love, you find shame. Instead of connection, you find isolation. So what can you do to regain clarity and peace? Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Guarding your heart means protecting yourself from false perceptions and seeking true intimacy. It means seeing people for who they are, not objects to satisfy your desires, but souls to connect with, to love, and support. 3. You feel shame and guilt. Afterward. Lust always leaves you feeling like you've done something wrong. That overwhelming sense of shame and guilt creeps in after the act. You feel like you've let God down, like you're too far gone to be forgiven. But let me tell you this, the enemy wants you to hide in that shame, to believe that you're unworthy of God's love. But God's mercy is greater than your guilt. Here's what you need to remember when shame hits. Psalm 34:18 reminds us, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." When you feel shame, don't run from God, run toward Him. He is there with open arms, waiting to embrace you. You are not defined by your actions, you are defined by His love and grace. Ask God for forgiveness and receive His healing. He paid the price for your freedom on the cross. 4. You're living in secret. When lust takes hold of you, it thrives in the darkness. It convinces you that you have to keep your desires a secret. You hide them from others, pretending everything is fine, but deep down, you're living a lie. That secret life keeps you distant from God and others, and it robs you of peace. Here's why bringing it into the light changes everything. Jesus told us in John 8:32, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Bring your secrets into the light. Confess them to God and to someone you trust, someone who can hold you accountable and pray with you. Healing comes when we stop hiding and let the truth set us free. 5. You keep going back to the same temptation. You tell yourself that this time will be different. You try to resist, but somehow you keep going back to the same temptation over and over again. It's like you can't escape it. But here's the truth. Lust doesn't have to have that kind of control over you. You don't have to keep falling back into the same cycle. Here's how to start breaking that pattern. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear." God has already made a way out. It might not be easy, but with His strength, you can break free. Start by setting boundaries, removing temptation from your life, and replacing old habits with healthy ones. Lean on God for strength and walk in His power. Lust might feel like it has a grip on you, but it doesn't define you. God is offering you something greater: freedom, real, lasting, soul-deep freedom. He's not asking for perfection. He's asking for your heart, for your trust, for your surrender. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, start small. Start with a prayer. Start with honesty. And remember, you're not alone in this. If you need help getting back on track, I created a free devotional just for you, 7 days to a renewed mind. It's not here to judge you. It's here to guide you gently back to truth, to peace, to clarity. You can grab it in the description below. I made it with love and prayer, just to walk with you through this. You're not beyond hope. You're not too far gone. And you're definitely not alone. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe, save this video, and come back to it anytime you feel yourself slipping. Freedom is a journey, and you don't have to walk it alone.